October marks the beginning of oyster season in Maryland, and that means all manners of great regional recipes. And that includes the one that our friend Joe White is making in the Kitchen Concept Kitchen today. I understand you're going to put the oysters in a stew.
I am, in honor of my grandfather.
Yeah?
Who watches the show every day.
Can we say hi?
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah.
Hi.
He hasn't called me yet, but it's any day he'll call me and say, all right, I'm ready for some oyster stew. And this is his recipe, so right or wrong, this is the way he likes it.
Okay. It looks simple by the ingredients.
Well, the first thing, we're going to go out and get really good oysters for him. And when you're getting them, you want to be able to look in the jar, and you don't want it to be clear like it's water, but it should not be cloudy, like they're old. So you can see it's clear, but at the same time, it's viscous. I mean, it's not just water. So, and I have a saute pan, and I have it like medium high, and I'm going to pour these in here, and we're going to end up turning this down later, but we want to start off with it high, and we're actually going to go ahead and cook the oysters. And what we're looking for is some crispy edges.
Oh.
Again, this is what he likes, and then I'm going to throw some butter in as well. The oysters that he loves are the big fat ones. Now, as they cook up, they're definitely going to, shrink up some, but we're going to be able to get some of those crispy edges. So.
And you put unsalted butter in, is that correct?
Yes, yeah, unsalted butter, because we're going to add seasoning later, and you can always add the salt back. Plus, oysters, they come out of salty, brackish water. They're not always the same. So, it's kind of like cooking potatoes. You've got to give yourself a little bit of leeway. And if you happen to have really salty oysters that are really, really good, but then you use salted butter, well, you're going to end up with salty oyster stew.
Yeah.
So I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more.
Okay. How long does it take oysters to cook generally?
I mean, somewhere in about 2 minutes that they're done. I mean, we could just go ahead and eat these raw. These are fresh shucked oysters. So.
Yeah, I guess point being, you could pick any amount of time for yourself based on what you like, or do you prefer to have it cooked a little bit more for your stew?
If I'm going by his recipe, not too much.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yes, you can make that change. But if I'm making this for my grandfather, which is the only thing that really inspires me to get out here and do it. Of course, we use fresh oysters and oyster dressing around Thanksgiving and stuff. But this is usually for him. You see how I'm basically cooking the juice off, and I'm not going to let it all go away. So
speaking of oysters, the Parsonsburg Fire Department.
Yeah, so they have a couple events coming up. One, we're getting ready for the January Oyster Roast, which is the first Saturday in January. And if you think ahead, and who wants to think about winter, it's kind of a otherwise boring time of the year. I mean, Christmas is over, New Year's is over. We clear out the whole firehouse. So we have this big open space, this fresh seafood. Then we'll have shrimp there. We have a local waterman who's actually shucking oysters right there, for all. The firefighters, the cadets are out there power washing off the oysters. Me and one of the other firemen go down and pick them up. We pick up like 40 some bushels of oysters total.
Wow.
So there's no shortage of food, and there's barbecue chicken. It's a little bit of summer right when you probably just kind of start to miss it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, sure.
All right, so, and then I want to say too, like before that, they have the craft fair over in Winter Place. So that's on Saturday, November 15th, and that's from 10 to 3. And it's right at Winter Place at the big carriage house there. And the crafts and everything, and they use that event to raise money to help 10 families out of the Beaver Run School District around Christmas.
Nice.
Very nice.
And it's usually your first chance to buy oyster roast tickets.
There you go.
Okay.
There
Does
you
the
go.
oyster roast sell out?
It has the last 3 years, and it's interesting. The worse the weather is, the more it seems like it sells out. But
Sure.
the weather's. I mean, I don't mean like snow and sleet and rain, but like just cold, because it's a good break from the monotony.
Absolutely.
All right, well, speaking of break, we're going to take one here, let this cook up a little bit more, and when we come back, we're going to finish our oyster stew in the Kitchen Concepts kitchen.
Smells.
Don't go away. DelmarvaLife will be right back.
Our stew has been simmering away during the break, and the smells filling the Kitchen Concepts kitchen are making our stomachs growl. It is all thanks to none other than Joe White. And Joe, this smells amazing. What else do we need to do here?
We're going to finish it off. So we're going to put some, I'm going to turn it down first.
Yeah, because we actually had a popper.
We did. Well, that means we're getting close, right? And it got crispy edges, and that's what we're looking for. So I'm going to turn it down to medium-low, and then I'm going to put my heavy cream in first.
Heavy cream, okay.
Heavy cream. Now, again, you can go half and half because we're going to put milk in too, but it's that amount of liquid that you're just not sure how juicy the oysters might be. So I like having that control because I might not put in all the milk. So as that starts to simmer back up a little bit, I'm going to start adding about half of my milk. And this is a cup of each. So, and then some seafood seasoning just to taste. And remember, we were talking about the no salt butter, and unsalted butter. It's because we want to be able to add some of those other flavors in there. So
Yeah. So that's going to probably thicken up a little bit.
it will. It will. My grandfather's preference is it's not like chowder thick, but it's got all the flavor in there. So
I think that when this is over, you're going to have a voicemail message from your grandfather.
he's gonna know I made some,
Right.
Because he's gonna see I'm here cooking. So
What's his name?
Billy White.
Billy White, okay.
He's a lifetime member of Parsonsburg Fire Department. Big mentor of mine growing up, and also was the assistant chief for a few years anyway, back in the 80s. So
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Billy, for all you've done for our community.
all right, I got a couple bowls,
Yeah.
and I made one portion because that's usually just what I make him.
Yeah.
But you can double up the recipe. I used half a pint of oysters,
So we each get a quarter of a pint.
Right. But you can make this obviously in larger batches, or depending on how many people you're feeding, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, when you try this, you're gonna just, especially in the broth, you're just gonna feel how forward it is with the oyster flavor.
And you have
Pretty
oyster
intense.
crackers over there.
Oh, I
don't
do.
you?
Oh, of course.
There we go.
Is it really oyster stew without the oyster crackers?
Not if my grandfather's eating it.
That's right. My father always used to eat oyster stew, and he always had these crackers. So,
All right, bon
all right,
appetit,
good,
right?
good. Yeah, right.
Get some of that broth in there.
Could be a little hot.
Billy, that's a good recipe.
Oh my goodness, that is delicious.
It's like five ingredients.
5 ingredients, and you made it in like 5 minutes, really.
And if it's a nice chilly evening and you're not sure where to go, stay at home and have some oyster stew.
This is comfort food on Delmarva, is what this is.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to try this. This would be a good thing for Sunday football.
It would be. Yeah.
Well, Joe, thank you so much. And of course, we'll have some information about all the events you talked about so that we can make our plans and get our tickets for January.
Yes. Yeah. Come out, pig out on as many oysters, all the different ways, and some shrimp and barbecue chicken.
Yummy. Sounds
Yummy
good.
indeed.
Mark that date on your calendar without a doubt.
All right.